Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Throwing to start the drive. Camp. That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. Down the left sideline. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 51 yards.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Camp. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Camp. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jordan Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You talk about this Miami defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And when those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Go now. Set.
To throw, Gabriel. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Still going inside the 20. That is going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Jets are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
The Dolphins at 11-1 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Open man downfield is Hill. On the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 44 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here we go. Cut.
Gabriel looking to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Let's go. Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Past the 20. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. 97 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal.
Set. Check. Smith rest. Ready?
Running left, it's Hall. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Here we go. Ready.
From the 5, 3rd and goal. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ready?
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready, set.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. The offense was in a tough spot. An opportunistic defense takes advantage. Get the turnover. They get the touchdown, too.
I know this is going to sound strange, but oftentimes defenses call for this type of a play in this situation. Offense is pinned back near their own goal line. They tell them, be aggressive, go for the football, create a score. That's exactly what they did.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Off play action. Camp. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's going to be incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
19, shot, Cougar, 19.
They'll run for it with Achane. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, 63 yards. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
And a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worried about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
10.
To the air is Gabriel. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Across midfield. He's still on his feet. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamie of Sherwood. And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Oh, the gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing now, Gabriel. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Here's 2nd and 10.
At the Jets' 49-yard line.
Looking to throw. Camp. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
The 27-yard line.
To throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Set.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Gabriel. Allen here on the screen. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Really on a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Over the middle to Smith. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Camp. And that's going to be caught downfield by Finn. Down the left sideline. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Noah Fant, 69 yards. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First down, Jets.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this 2nd half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect 2nd half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They keep it on the ground. They do it again. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 27-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Camp. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 8.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Looking to throw. Camp.
This one thrown underneath to Achane.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 43 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
From the gun on third down, Fields.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throw caught by Achane. He's into space past the 25. Now he's into the clear again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Give the Hall running right. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they have everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
145 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Don't jump.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Here we go.
Back to the ground with Hall. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. The Jets on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Fields. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Right back to Achane on second down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring him second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 7. Achane here. They stay on the ground. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
From the gun on 3rd down. Camp. That's caught over the middle by Fail. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line.
And the Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Miami, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.